Hey guys, trying out my webcam today. Let's see. Thanks for coming. Those who come later. See, I'm gonna set up my comments so I can see chat down here. I can see my television screen pretty good from over here too. I just hope you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Alright, let's see if I can find this chat. There I am. Alright. I'm just gonna going round and round. I got one of the best Wi-Fi routers. There we go. Live chat. Cool. Where's the mute on here? I don't use my phone much. I do most of my computing on the computer. Maybe if I turn it this way, I can find it. Use the volume up, volume down. That might work. Okay, cool. I'll get back to the full page. Got 2 people watching. Me and you. Hey, SD Mountain Man, how you doing? I need to get me one of those magnetic mounts that you have on the dash of your car. And I need to stick it around here somewhere. That way I can check the chat. I've got my big screen over there. I can see David Burkhalter. Hey, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, I can see the chat just fine. I want to apologize in advance. Plain old Chuck, I haven't put your sticker up on my board yet. I got a new board. I should go grab my staple gun and put that up. You could be the first sticker on my new sticker board. Hey, Terry. See if I can figure out what you guys are saying. I'm doing great. This week has been a steady flow of fun. I finally got someone to help me get the pegboard up. Steve helped me with that. He's been busy working. I'd like to get another one. Gosh darn, lumber's expensive. I got that white pegboard for $2 at the restore. I should have grabbed more. Could go back and see. They might still have more, but I'm short about just under an inch. I have to cut the other one to make it fit, but I'd really like to have 2 right there. I'm going to reorganize all of this real soon. I'm catching up on, I've been making a lot of cool things for my store this week, and I'm really looking forward to getting my pegboard organized. Because I've got, I'd like to put my lathe tools up so I can just grab them. And it works better for me that I just grab something than have to reach into a drawer. So pegboard's going to work great for me. Plain old Chuck, I'm going to get your sticker up. Let's see what we got here. Hike with Mike, how's it going? Aloha. Steady flow of fun, very good medicine. Man, I need to get me some reading glasses. Lorenzo out and about. Hey, I've got a really cool Fatwood Friday video going up tomorrow with Off-Grid Adventure. You guys make sure to check that out. He's going to have a video with me showing the shop tomorrow night, I think. So when you see my Fatwood Friday video in the morning, be sure to subscribe to Off-Grid Adventure. You'll find the link in the description and the comments on the video. Bear with me. I'm going to go see if my staple gun's where it's supposed to be. I've got to stop being so hard on myself. The staple gun was right where I thought it would be, where it was supposed to be. The goal this week is to have a permanent home for everything. Really holds you back when you're not organized. So real quick, I've got my drill press up and running. I've been using that this week. This is the lathe, but I have it pulled out because I'm working over here on the pegboard. The bandsaw, I need to try another blade on it. Either I'm getting the wrong blade or there's something wrong with my bandsaw. Let's see here. Speaking of blade for the bandsaw, there it is. All right, so here we go. Ought to fit right about there. Yeah, this isn't going to be a big, fun, and exciting live stream, but figured I'd try the camera out. How does he have that on there? Plug your ears. There. That ain't going anywhere. Okay. And yes, I'm going to put that back in the place that it belongs. Hey, Prep for It. Hey, Jim Thomas. How you doing? So, as I'm trying to get organized here, I realized I got plain old Chuck's sticker that he gave me. It's Chuck. Just plain old Chuck. Gave this sticker to me down in Ohio at a meetup in June. And I don't see it anywhere on my sticker board, so it's not an extra. Some of these stickers, I swear it's hard to get the backs off. Let me read the comment stream. Stump Greenwood. Hey, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Real good to see you. I'm trying to get a damn sticker to come off. Hey, I think I see it. Nope. This is what happens when you bite your fingernails. But I got it. Okay, plain old Chuck, you're going up on a new board. Right there. Done. All right. I wonder if his ears are ringing right now. All right. Okay. So today I've been doing packaging and labels and stickers because I've made some stuff for my store this week. Yesterday I was out in the woodshed sawing, making discs. I'm gonna go grab those. So all of this is new inventory for my store. There's 50 chips in here. And I was out in the woodshed sawing slices. Let's see here. And as you can see, I got paper on this one. I'm not going to use paper next time. But they're to hang up in a window. They have jute twine, and I have suction cups, and I made 50 of them, all different shapes and sizes. These will last forever in my store. I know they won't go too fast, so I won't have to make those for a while. What I did was I already had quite a few slices made, and made some more fancy ones because I've got this really killer branch. And after I sawed the slices, let's see here, out on the big table out in the backyard, I laid down newspaper and put all my chips out in polyurethane, sprayed them a couple layers and flipped them over. What was I coming over here for? Oh yes. Okay, so this pine knot has a lot of veins on it. Gives it a lot of grooves, right? I don't sell these ones because they're just too perfect for these, and I'll show you why. I've got to take photos of all of these. Let's see here. Let's see. Does that help any, or do I just blind you? Everyone's always talking about them. I bought a bunch of suction cups with hooks, so you'll be able to take your little chip and hang it up in the window and watch it glow. I really like this design, and I love this amber. You get a really rich dark amber when you go after the Austrian pine fatwood. It's really something else. I love Austrian pine. So these aren't going to get put away till I do photos tomorrow. I wanted to do photos today, but we had so many clouds. Beautiful sky today, but too many clouds because I plan to take I've got a storm window outside, and I'm going to put a suction cup on it, set it up, set the tripod up, and just hang each one up, take a picture. That way I can put it in my store. Hopefully less clouds tomorrow so I can get that done. I also made some really cool magnets. Let's see here. Looks like I made 6 of them. I bought a pack of 15 magnets that are round. I don't think that's a 3-inch. It looks like a 2-inch. But these are soft magnets with adhesive backing. So I made a bunch of refrigerator magnets. Or I should say a few. I mean, how fun is that, huh? It's got the label on there. And the Fatwood Queen sticker on there. So I've been having a steady flow of fun this week. And I have to go steady or I couldn't do it. Living with back pain, man, you gotta really pace yourself. And these are nice strong magnets too. And luckily the adhesive is good enough that when you go to pry it off the refrigerator or metal cabinet or whatever, it don't come off. There. Let's see what we got here. SD Mountain Man. Grumpy old concrete guy, welcome. Looks like no one else has snuck in. Yes, I live in the city. Well, the city's 2 blocks that way, and the country's 2 blocks that way. I just happen to live in the township. Cheaper taxes. Yeah, it gets pretty noisy around here. I don't miss living in the country though, because I've got so many neighbors and they're all awesome. I don't think I'll ever move back to the country. I love having neighbors. Okay. We got plain old Chuck up on a sticker board. Oh yeah, I made coasters too. Hey Rita, how you doing? She's been photobombing my videos. We've been filming a lot, haven't we, Rita? You like my jute twine, don't you? Huh? Yeah, guys, do me a favor tomorrow and watch my Fatwood Friday and subscribe to this guy because he came out here and did an awesome interview with me. He's trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you can subscribe to him for me and check out his video with me tomorrow night, Friday night, I'd really appreciate that. Send me some support. So I've still got to get some felt stickers. I've had a lot of people ask for fatwood coasters. So I don't know how close I need to get with this camera. I will be watching the stream afterward because I've had this camera since Christmas. My son got it for me. I didn't quite like it when I went on live streams with friends. It wasn't close enough. It was just different. And when I tried to use this new camera with the extension cord and bring my live stream down here, the extension cord that I had for my old webcam is outdated and doesn't have the quality for the 4K with this webcam. So I haven't really put it on the top priority because this has been a busy summer and I'm finally getting everything in order that I want down here, and I'm making projects down here already. Still got some more organizing to do, and I'm hoping to start doing every Fatwood Anonymous here. About every other Sunday, Fatwood Anonymous is gonna be back. So here's some coasters. Let's see how I look over there. Hey, not too bad. All right. So this one's got some nice patterns. I'm gonna put little felt stickers on the bottom. Can't find my other ones. My candle shop's pretty organized, but I couldn't find my felt stickers to stick underneath glass jars. They're gonna go good on these. So basically, this is your coaster, and there's your sticker on the bottom, and I'll put little felt. Steve wants to test them out on a cup of hot coffee. He doesn't think they're gonna do okay. That polyurethane that I put on here, it says on the can, it says on all the cans that I have, that it's water resistant. But will it handle the coffee? Steve's gonna do a little review for me. That's a pretty nice size one there. Got a couple more of those cool Austrian pine. I really love that. Nothing more cool than getting one of these slices with all those grooves on it. Okay, and then, let's see, two more after that. Not bad. This one's awful tiny. I put on there, let's see, Fatwood Queen. Yeah, I need glasses. Dark, rich, pine knot, paperweight. Too much fun, man. I gotta put these away. I'm glad my camera's not tracking that light like it was doing earlier. I got this bright as hell light up here, and I was testing the camera earlier, and every time I went up into the house, the tracking would go right to that light. It changes, you know, and it was all outward, so I pointed it more down to the ground so it's not blinding everybody. If I didn't have the other one up and using it in there, I'd show you what it is. It's really cool. I might take it down anyways. But it folds in, folds out. Really bright LED light. I wish I could put them up here. But my cathedral ceiling's got these, right where the light bulbs go in, they kind of got that ball frame where you can aim and point and direct your lights. But because of that, I can't get these new lights all the way in there. There's an extra space and it don't fit. I'd like to get it a little bit brighter in here. Redneck Prepper, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Love living in the country. Unfortunately, in Florida, the city keeps moving closer. Yeah, man. That's happening here too. I've got friends outside of Detroit, friends outside of Grand Rapids, and it's like squeezing, creeping in on all the forests and stuff. Urban sprawl is happening a lot. Okay, let me see here. These are all the pegs that I have. Let me grab these ones here. I also have pegboard clips, locks, whatever you want to call them. So when I decide exactly where I want everything, I can lock it in and I don't have to worry about my pegs falling out every time I go to take something down. But let's see here. Put it on the crock for now. Got this big old ceramic crock and it's full of my biggest piece of fatwood. Okay. I need to find a place for all of my birch bark. I've got 2 boxes of birch bark, all cut into nice squares. Telephone. Stop. Time to take my medicine. It can wait. All right. Let's say I wanted to put my turning tools up here. I've been curious if they'll all fit like I want them to. Now I want to show you what I've done. Retry. There you go. Okay. Now, I know I keep saying this, but I've only turned metal. I've only used metal lathes. And I have access to a metal lathe, by the way, so if I get a hold of some aluminum, I'd like to make some aluminum handles. But anyways, I'm learning the wood lathe, and I'm trying to learn these tools, and my memory ain't as good as it was when I was in my early 20s. So, my fancy little label printer that I have, I don't like how this thing opens. Okay, I ain't gonna be using it anymore. Yeah, this isn't going to work for those. I'm going to figure out how to put all of these up on the pegboard if they're stable enough. If not, I'll find a different way to store these. But what I was saying about the labels is I labeled all these suckers. Because even if and when I learn these tools, excuse me, I've still got children that come over, especially the 9-year-old, and they're going to want to learn this stuff over the years too. Unfortunately, I didn't think about it, but when I go to hang these up upside down, then I'm going to want my label that way. And I made 2 labels of each so I can put the label on the pegboard because I'm going to label the pegboard where everything goes so it can go right back to where it belongs. But these aren't going to work for the big gouges. I really should have laid this down on the floor first in the living room. I'm really kicking myself for not doing that. I should have laid this pegboard down on the floor of my living room so I could lay everything out and organize it on the floor. It'll be a lot easier than doing it up here. But I'll get it. I really need a place for these bowl gouges. My friend Steve's Woodworking and Homestead, gifted these to me. And, yep, nice and used too. I'm curious if they'll hang up here or not. Then I can put these little baggies away. I like to learn, but I like to learn very slowly, one thing at a time. I've come a long ways just in the last year. Okay, I need to find a home for these. That's going to take some time to think about it. Where's my keyboard? Hey Rita, what you doing? I can't read my chat because I got a big notification. Looks like Ledbury did a Fired Up Friday already in Australia. I think I can read it better here. Okay, let's see here. I really enjoyed the tutorial on the different trees videos. Oh, thank you. I didn't even cover half of what I wanted to cover. I got to do it again. I just got to keep doing it. I haven't turned since junior in high school. Dang. I've learned with pegboard, it's trial and error over and over till it's all nice. That's what I expect. And that's where I really wished I would have laid it down on the floor first. Okay. You ought to be safe up there. And with my bad back, keeping a chair down here is really important because I have to access all these drawers and I'm a little top heavy, if you know what I mean. Oh, this stupid clamp, man. I couldn't find this spring clamp, whatever you want to call it. Looking for it everywhere last night. I still was able to drill my holes, but these things really help. Find the other one tomorrow, I'm sure. I think I'll have all this done by Sunday. Got a lot planned. Going to be going up north again Saturday. But I think if I keep up with everything and get all my goals done for tomorrow, I'll be able to have this ready and I can do Fatwood Anonymous right here this Sunday and continue every other Sunday Fatwood Anonymous. I haven't done one in a while. I kept saying I was going to do this and I was going to do that and I didn't have time. And I'm like, I'm not popping up another Fatwood Anonymous till I'm a little bit caught up. We're going to have to work on that. Let's see, what did I do with those? Yeah, I'm going to have to go through all of these and see all what I got. I like that it has an extra one of these all by itself and not in a big group in case it's something bigger. I've got 2 pegboards downstairs. They're both up on the wall. I can't remember if I got a pegboard in the closet or not. And then I've got this other one. That's an 1/8 inch. That's 1/4 inch, I think. It could be, yeah. I got a wall up here. I'm going to be taking my pretty little clock down and my key holder, and I'm going to put up all 3 pegboards up here. Can't see that from here, but I really like hanging up my hatchets. With the sheath on, of course. Yeah, I got a new sticker board now. I'm glad I did that. I walked down to the store to get that sticker board. And that lady started to fold it and she started to squeeze. And I'm like, don't fold that, please. She was like, no. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? You got a folded pegboard, or excuse me, pegboard, sticker board, poster board. That's what it is. If you've got a folded up poster board in your inventory at your store, nobody's going to buy that. Why would I want her folding it in half and creasing it? My gosh. Yeah, I'm glad I went down and got that. I purposely put this pegboard over here so I had enough room for another poster board, sticker board. I still got room on the black sticker board. And what I've noticed with the black, some stickers pop and some don't. So I need to be real careful where I put that now. Plain old Chuck should have went on the black board. He would have popped a lot more than on the white board. So if I find another sticker, he's going to be on both. I got a new, what was it called? A clear sticker. And they said make sure to try it on white and black because it looks different. And it does. I got a whole 50 of them. Vash Matrix, good to see you, man. Ah, I know that clock on the wall. That's the one that makes bird sounds every hour, isn't it? Yep. That thing drove me batty when I had it in school suspension as a kid. Well, you'd be happy to hear that one. You gotta be up really, 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 really close to hear it. Poor Steve, he can't figure out how to get it. It's probably because it's so damn old. And now I got it all cockeyed because I was trying to staple up there. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, you know, this is a really small room, but on YouTube, I've noticed some people got it even smaller. So kudos to them. I'm going to make this happen. I am making this happen. This is really fun. I'm making a home for everything. And one thing I forgot to mention is I don't just have the drill press, the lathe, bandsaw. I've got a brand new wheel grinder with a stand over here I got for my birthday. Yay! And I've got an old Delta, a used Delta down here, grinding wheels. So I'll definitely be setting it up so I can sharpen my lathe tools. I'd like to get a buffer for one of them. Be nice to have a buffer. All I'll need next is a sander. This thing actually, if you can find one, this piece of junk Harbor Freight basic lathe is supposed to have a sanding wheel. I bought this at a yard sale for $150 with the lathe tools, and that old man probably only turned with this once or twice from the way I looked at it. He still had sawdust in it, kind of like I do. Shame on me. I should be cleaning up. I haven't edited all my videos, but I have been turning. I've got some pretty cool ferro rods. I got to show you those. Cheesehead Chris, hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, I need to get me one of them wall mounts for the phone and try to find my tablet. Probably see that even better. I got this idea, even though I got the big screen over there. I got this idea from Buckin Billy Ray. When he goes live in his woodshop, he got a tablet and he'll be talking to everybody, because all this time I've got me a monitor down here, and I'm thinking I got to run a cord to it so I can do a dual monitor with my computer in the house, run it down here so I can see the chat. And I'm watching Buckin last night on one of his old videos, live streams, and yeah, he's just talking away to the camera and reading the chat off his tablet, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna do that. Got my new extension cord today that's up to par with my 4K webcam. So hey, why not? Thanks, Vash. All right. What's up, Rita? Now, what did I say I was just gonna do? Ferro rods. Let me think here. How many ferro rods have I given away already? 3. So I have 2 ferro rods I can show right now. 4 that I gave Jamie and Lisa last Fatwood Friday. I gave them ferro rods. I promised Jamie he'd get my first one, and I made Lisa a bigger one just because girls rule. And then that was 2 Fridays ago. Last Friday, Off-Grid Adventure, please check him out and subscribe to him. He'll be on my Fatwood Friday tomorrow. He got his very first ferro rod. last Friday. I turned that one. I have it all on video. I just got to edit it and put it up. And then I've got the two that I still have that I'm going to bring in, and one that I sent to a customer. I think this one is hideous, but Jamie from Lower Michigan Adventures said it was awesome. It's dry as hell. It wasn't what I was going for, but that happens a lot. But look how freaking dry that is, man. I thought about just setting it in the tin of shellac overnight and going to bed. It's got a Nathan 4071 ferro rod. This is a El Quattro ferro rod. This is a piece of fatwood that I turned. It does glow pretty good, but man, it gets really dry up there. It's kind of goofy looking, but it feels good. It's got good grip. Let's see here. Can you see it's got some resin in there. Yeah. I love these flashlights. You just shake them and they come on. First time I learned that you could shake your phone and turn your flashlight on, I was at my son's place and we were playing Monopoly on the video game console. And you had to shake the remote to roll the dice. And so here I've been playing maybe half hour, an hour. I go to grab my phone instead of the video game controller, and I shook my phone. I'm like, whoa, the light comes on. Some people know it, some people don't. I love it. Okay, I got this one hanging up. This is how I hang up my ferro rods. I got these awesome clips. So this one's all been epoxied and cured. This only has one coat of shellac on it. Let me go put this thing down here where I won't lose it. I believe that's my son blowing up my phone. Okay, so this piece of fatwood got a long story with this pine knot. I've probably been out in them woods in this creaky floor. I've probably been out in the woods kicking around this same pine knot, freaking loaded with ants, man. I mean, they just all come out like crazy, you know, and I wipe them off, you know, and kick it out of the way. I really want that pine knot, but the damn ants. So every time I'd return to go get some more fatwood, I'd give it a good couple kicks. Still got ants in it. One day I thought it was okay, and I get all the way out of the woods, through the field, and out to my car. And I'm like, shit, man, there's still some ants on here. And I freaking left it right there next to the car on the side of the road. And I'd go back, kick it a few times. Eventually there weren't any ants, and I brought it home. And they were hanging out in these wormholes. Well, it's not home for them anymore. It's got your little wormholes. And when I was turning this, I had two wormholes. But the deeper I got, it opened up, which I think is really cool. So I've only got one coat of shellac on this. I'm going to do some more tomorrow. I've got out in the woodshed on the outside there where the dirt's at, I've got some nails, and I just hang it up like that, let it dry. If I'm working in the house, I hang them up, let them dry in here. There we go. Don't let me forget to put this away. Better yet, I'll go put it away right now. Allie Carroll. Hey, good to see you, girlfriend. I'm glad you made it. Just had to try that. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to put this away before I forget. Sorry, Allie, you missed most of the good stuff. I'm moving a little too fast. I'll show you real quick, Allie. I made some cool magnets. I got about 6 of them up here. See them all? I'm starting to appreciate the tracking in this camera. I can see the screen over there in the house. But everyone's always talking about coasters and things to hang up in the windows, so I got all that done this week. It got me like a, I gotta quit standing there. Crunch. I got a roll, $700, almost said $700. 700 little 1-inch stickers, Annie Oakley. But I got a little label on there. It's a Fatwood Queen Pine Knot magnet. I got them all numbered. That way I keep track of my inventory. I've been really good about organizing and finding everything in my store when someone buys it. But last month, 2 things. People ordered them. I couldn't find them. That freaked me out. I'm pretty good about keeping all that organized. Won't have to worry about where these are at. I think I could make enough to fit a whole bunch of them up here. Now I got a big glass door right here because this is an addition to the house. And this is the old glass sliding door over here. Where was I going with that? That light up there is the old outside light. Alright, let's get that out of the way so I can read the screen. And Carol says, I'm excited to see what you make. Thank you. I got a whole box of 50 of those window things. I got a couple bags of suction cups with hooks. So, I've got all kinds of window hangers. I gotta not put these out of order. I've got them all in order. I've got to photograph them all tomorrow. Where's the pretty one at? Got them all clustered together. There they are. So last night on the drill press, let me free up a hand. So I just took about 50 of these and just, I got one that needs a hole drilled right now. There, plug her in. There we go. This is a real pretty one. The thinner they are, the more yellow they are. The thicker they are, the redder they are, darker they are. Hope you can see that. Where do I want to put it? It's a really good strong spot there. But that knot on the bottom looks like a tree or a flower. And it's thicker up here. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hole up there. I'm going to line it up first. Definitely need to work on getting my light for the lathe. I need to get that put back together so I can see a little better over here. I'm getting older, and the darker it is, the less I can see. Now, ever since winter, I've had this on the floor. And I don't like giving up my table space, but I've got this big metal table on wheels with a nice good brake on it. And I had Steve put it up here for me so I could use it. Keep a brush right here. When I'm working on this thing, I've got a piece of foil I put underneath to catch it all. And I just take my piece and I just reach over here over the foil and I brush it off and put it in the box. And then I had to get some smaller jute twine. I thought my holes would be big enough. My jute twine was a little too big for these holes, so I ran down to the Family Tree, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. Guess they combined. I call it the Family Tree. And they had some nice small jute twine. And I did 50 of these last night. And you're going to see in my video while I'm, stretching and pulling and making a knot and then snipping the ends and doing all that. Cat Rita decides to hop up on the couch, and man, she got all up in that jute twine. I'm like, get out of here, little brat. That's a really thin one. It's very pretty, but it's also very fragile. I worry about that. I will have to make sure if I ship these to people that they're not going to break on them. The thick ones are nice, but they're darker, take more light. Now I remember why I mentioned the sliding glass door. Like I said, I got 50 of these. I thought about shining up the glass again, real good. Putting 50 suction cups on there and putting all them little bastards right out there while the sun's shining through the window. And have them all right there. Then I got to get them all off and put them back in the bag. Yes, Allie Carroll, you do own some of my very, very best fatwood sun chips. By far. I'm so glad you got those. Yes, we have very good ventilation in this room. As I said, this is an addition. The main part of the house is very well insulated, but when it comes to the front addition and the rear addition, there's not as good insulation. I got this big window, and I'm hoping to get another one of those wall vents like I have in my bathroom, because I love them. I've got an electrical timer switch that's like, it's a light switch, basically on and off switch, only you hit the button and the light goes up to 15 minutes, hit the button again, it goes down, or 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half hour. And the vent comes on and sucks everything out of the bathroom. I'd really like to find me another one of those. But now that I want to put another pegboard up here, I might not be able to do that. But I'd really like that. So far, I can put a fan in the window. It's got winter time, though. I do have heat run out here, but sometimes I'll shut the vent if I'm not using this room. Walmart, Wally World. I get Walgreens and Walmart mixed up. Now, I've got this sassafras root ball, but it's very punky. It's light as a feather. Of course, I'm used to handling fatwood. It's very punky. Ooh, kind of messy too. I'm saving this for when I get a little bit more advanced. Got a lot of wood saved. Some of it I keep out there, some of it in here. When I go to put my 3 little pegboards over here, I've got some strips to do shelving strips. These kind, you just put them on the wall, and you buy the brackets, and you lay the board on top. I'd like to have a couple of pegboards over here, and then up higher 2 shelves, because it would give me room to put my turning pieces before I turn them. Well, hello there. All right, let's get you back up there. There. All right. As of right now, pieces that I've saved for turning handles are all on this table shelf. I have a 5-gallon bucket down here full of big chunks, solid fatwood, but they're not sellable. They're less than 3 inches, you know. Gonna have to store that outside. I didn't expect I'd come up. I go through a lot of scraps, believe me. If you could wheel up here, I'd send you home with a whole bucket. I got so many. Let's see here. I'll grab a couple of these. I've showed them off before on Fatwood Anonymous, I imagine. But every time I get a piece that I should keep rather than sell, I store them there. But I want to get a shelf, something strong enough to hold it though, because that would be really bad. This one could definitely take somebody out. It's got such beautiful designs. Some of these, I don't know if I should bother with them or not. That's almost carvable, like that pine knot castle that I made. It's got some beautiful design. This sucker right here weighs a ton. It's going to be interesting to do. I've got to start out small and work my way up. Yeah, the designs in this, most of this is Austrian pine, that really nice dark brownish amber. Love it. Almost smells the same as red pine, and almost identical, very identical, Austrian pine and red pine. I always thought this one was pretty cool with these grooves like that. Almost makes you not want to cut it. A big mass of this piece is sapwood. That's that twisted part. These freaking Austrian pines get huge, and their sapwood just twists around the branch, making it so strong you can't break the things. It's just an incredible tree. I mean, super strong trees, these Austrian pine. And where I go, there's so many of them. But that right there, that white part, that white ring, it's almost like the skin. So the meat isn't that much, it's that much. Yeah, some of these I might never turn, leave them the way they are. They're just too pretty. This one, I believe, where did I show this one off? I believe I showed this one off on the video that's coming out tomorrow. Off-grid adventure, not adventures, off-grid adventure. He met up with Jamie, that I met up with, Jamie from Lower Michigan Adventures. And Jamie says, you should go meet the Fatwood Queen. And since he's just a couple towns away, he came out and did an interview. He does great editing. And he's trying to get to 100,000, so spread the news and get him up there. He's a great person. And I believe I showed this piece on there. I've left this on because it's kind of like a tail. It's such a beautiful piece. I hope I'm on the light good enough. I don't know what I'll do with that one. Sure could get some nice rounds out of that though. I mean, look at that. Got broken part though. Wouldn't get any discs out of that because that's broken. Almost looks like it's this whole piece here that's broken. It's probably what it is. I love the hunt and the adventure, not just finding the stuff, but slicing into it, revealing what's inside. All right, I'm going to show you one more. And then I'll stop torturing you. Yeah, I definitely need a better place. And I think maybe I do need to keep those low to the ground. These are incredibly heavy. I know this is a lot of sapwood, but someday when I get into making bowls, this one would be pretty fun. I was going to use it last night because I couldn't find any wood. Did I just say that? Can't find any wood around here. I'll take that back. But I was looking for something so I could drill my holes, and I almost used this. Not flat. I need to save it for a bowl someday, or a platter. It's pretty small. I'm not going to stay on too long because my medication alarm did go off. What time is it? Hey, cool, it's 10 o'clock. Nathan! How you doing, Nathan? Good to see you. Oh, the camera that tracks me is pretty sick? That's funny. My son said that word earlier today. Sick! I'm like, uh-oh, he's sick? Oh, sick that I'm getting the camera going. Thank you, Allie. Yeah, tomorrow on my Fatwood Anonymous with Off-Grid Adventure, be sure to subscribe to him or check out his video tomorrow night and send me some support because I think it's going to be a cool video. I haven't seen it yet. G Trapper, how you doing? Good to see you, man. See if I missed anyone else. Steve Borg, hey, you're in there too. The King of Feral Rods. Yeah, this is a great idea. I didn't think about that. Like, how am I going to go live stream and still be able to see the comments? So far, I got the TV over there. I can see it, but then I got to get up close to read it. Let me see. It says, hit the party button. I got to quit procrastinating and get me some reading glasses. Does that say comb? How cool is that? Yeah, my hour's almost up here. That's all I was going to do because my back is burning. So tomorrow, I've got to finish my 50 pine knot chips. What did I call them? I've got these big whiteboards all over the house so I can try to keep my ideas organized and my projects. What was I going to call those? I put labels on them. Maybe I should read that. Pine knot sun chips for window with suction cup. That's what I drilled holes, put the jute twine on, and I'll put them in my store and they'll come with the suction cup with the hook. So that's going to be fun, but I got to do the photos for that tomorrow. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we got a little less clouds. We had the most beautiful skies today. Blue skies and clouds, nice and cool. But too many clouds, and I still had to finish all my packaging. So I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. I got to put it all on the store. My Fatwood Anonymous is coming out. Fatwood Friday, Fatwood Friday will come out 7 in the morning, and I believe Off-Grid Adventure will have video with me 7 p.m. I believe what I was doing before I went live was, hey, my shoes are untied. That's twice now today. I'm going to have Steve help me with this. So I got a big old bucket of boogers, big box of chunks and discs, some fatwood. I've been using this as the chips drawer, but I'm going to start putting my inventory in here, those chips that are all made, 50 packaged and labeled. I might be able to lift that. I have so much pine pitch. If anyone needs pine pitch for anything, let me know. I can send it to you raw. I got a bunch of fatwood that needs to go outside so I can make room. I think I might have to get some more of these organizing buckets. Speaking of pine pitch. Are you going to come out? I only have 5 bags left, 6 in my Etsy store. I'm going to be changing that. You're going to get more and it's going to cost less. And then going to need to get me a couple more of these. I got inventory here I got to grab. All right, where's it at? There you are. My little pine resin gems have been rather popular. You can keep them as a collectible or use them for bushcraft. All kinds of uses for pine resin. I got some butterflies and the usual queen crowns. These are very brittle. And new, I've got fire flame. I've got both yellow and amber. But these things are so brittle. They break easier than glass. See if you can hear that. No, that wasn't a fart. It's a stupid, creepy floor. Listen. It's very brittle. You set them down too hard. Even this one's got a little chip in it. And I'm packaging them in these little bubble wraps with the little labels. But a person's still going to take them out and set one up on the window so the sun shines through it. And they're going to knock it over and it's going to chip or something. So I've been thinking about experimenting with a blend of spruce resin and pine resin. Because this spruce resin I got, no matter how cold you get it, it's still soft. It is so soft. So I wonder if I mix spruce resin with pine resin, it'll take some of that brittleness away. Bear with me. I'm going to run to the freezer because I've got a bag of super crystal clear spruce resin in the freezer because it's so soft. Shadow Scout Sweet. Yeah, this spruce resin's so soft. It's like you can't get it to unstick from anything. So I've got it in the freezer for now. And when I plan on using it, I've got way lot more than just this. But I saved this because it's so crystal clear. I didn't want to mix it in with the rest of it. See if I can do this without breaking off pieces and getting dusty old sticky floor. It'll break off as dust and then it'll melt and stick to the floor. All right, hopefully you guys can see this. It's a good thing I got a light up here. But I'm thinking about taking this spruce resin and mixing it with my pine resin. But it might end up like my lodgepole pine resin that I brought home from Oregon. That stuff, it was such a soft booger when you took it off, and it was so pliable that even after heating it up and putting it into molds, it's still just a little bit of heat would kind of make it warp and bend. So, hey, the only way you're going to learn is if you dig in and give it a try. So I'm going to put this back in the freezer. I already got some on my thumb. These little pine resin gems are just simply collectibles, and you can use them. I would recommend leaving it in the bag and taking a stick of fatwood or something to it and hitting it. That way you got powdered resin. I like using that powdered resin. one of the fire steels I made, I think whose was it? It was Lisa's. I turned her handle and I decided to coat it with powdered resin. I heated up the handle with a heat gun, and then I powdered over it, and then I hit it with the heat gun again, and I gave her a really nice finish over her fatwood handle. And it's because it was made with that pine gum rosin. I've got some Georgia pine. Where's it at? Where did I put it? Because I'm moving stuff around today. Here it is. This is pine gum rosin. I always want to step right there. I'm going to learn. 100% pure Georgia pine gum rosin. And this is what people use with their beeswax. You can put it on your baseballs to keep them a little bit sticky. But I sprinkled some of that over the fatwood handle, and I heated it up. And the reason I decided to use this is because this pine gum rosin has a really high melting point. It takes a lot to heat this stuff up. So I'm hoping she'll do all right and the handle doesn't get sticky. I think it's less likely to get sticky with the finish of this than to leave it the way it was. I'm kind of using her as a experiment. I'll be right back. I got to put this back in the freezer. I'll mix it with some pine resin. I read what you said, Steve. Steve said the same thing. I said, don't worry, I'm not going to mix a lot of spruce resin with my pine resin because that stuff is really thin. I never did put that video up of us harvesting that particular pine resin. I've got 6 or 7 videos this summer that I never got around to putting up. I've been that busy. But yeah, we were harvesting spruce resin at a family's house. They got apple trees and bees out back. I went up to the bees and took some nice pictures. I didn't even put that on Instagram. Spruce resin. Yeah, very little. I don't want to soften this stuff too much, but I would like to see if I can make these without them being so fragile, brittle, real brittle. All right, where were you at? You need your home back. Let's see, this one was in the back. Another potential castle piece. Yep, I need a better place for these. So those of you that are just coming in and haven't been watching from the beginning, I've got my lathe out here because I just got the pegboard up. I've got to get an idea where I want to put everything. Steve, I've got your bowl gouges up there on there right now. But I've been making fatwood magnets for those that missed it. They're really strong. I like them. I wanted to add some new things to my store. Every month I've got something new that goes out for free. This month will be, I can't tell you. Wall of torture. You say wall of torture because all them blades? Yeah, I know. I haven't used this yet. I hope I didn't make a bad purchase because this handle sucks. My Steve recommended that I got a Japanese wood saw. This handle's just one big string wrapped around and round. Look at that, man. I can see all kinds of problems with that. But hey, I'm open to try something new. There's a lot of stuff that I can see this would come in handy for. I can get real fine in there. We'll see. Thought about using it for a paddle, but I don't want to break it just yet. It seems kind of cheap. And I did my review. I did my research. And it's supposed to be a good one. But that handle, though. Hey, I got a lathe now. I can make my own handle for it. You know, this stuff up here has just been temporary. But now that I got this up here, I'll get that going and put this back. I've still got to find a home for my grinding wheel. I got the drill press up here on the big metal table with the wheels and the brake. I'd like for this to go. This is all the resin projects. Seriously need a place for that. But I've got the new grinding wheel and the grinders, or stand. I've got the used Delta grinding wheel down here. Family member put stainless steel plate on it where the switch is at for me. That was my birthday presents right there, was the grinding wheel. So I'll be able to sharpen me tools. Susie, hi. Those work better with two hands. Works better with two hands. That was from Nathan to Shlisa from Jim. Learn the curve though, got it. These need to go in here. I'll get me a couple more of these little tubs to fit in here. It's really nice to be organized, let me tell you. I'm not the most organized person, but I'm getting better and better. I still need to organize. I got a shelf with all my other supplies of shipping and candles. Speaking of shipping, I keep all of my shipping supplies over here. Got all my priority boxes and my custom bags. Got it all nicely organized over here. Got to restock this basket. And I should be doing it while I'm talking to you. Shadow. Yeah, I'm real glad that I finally had the pegboard up. I've been waiting a long time. I can start playing around with my extra pieces. I've got pegboard stuff down in the basement because I got pegboards down there. The one thing I didn't have was the pegboard locks. The snaps, the clips. I've got both 8-inch and 1/8 and 1/4 inch. But I won't snap them into place till I'm sure that's where I want them. There's nothing worse than trying to pull something off of there and the hook come with it. All right, let me think. Was there anything else I wanted to cover while I was live? Like I said, I'm gonna do a Fatwood Anonymous this Sunday. I'm gonna bring that back and do a Fatwood Anonymous every other Sunday. Rita, you're so fat I can hear you coming up them stairs. What's up, lady? You not gonna say nothing? Huh? Usually you're pretty talkative. Troublemaker. Photobombed my video last night, didn't you? I know what that hook's for. What can I remember? Clip. It's not a wick holder. Where'd that come from? I bet you it came from that thing. If I set it down, I'll lose it forever. Show it, show it. Yeah, I'm talking about something and I'm not showing it. You know, I think it'll zoom in on me just fine if I stand up here where the floor don't creak. Okay, so it's got a hole in the back. I know what this is. I've seen it before. It's got a hole in the back. There's a side view. Maybe it goes this way. Where'd it come from? And where do I stash it till I figure it out? I'd be like, where is it? Did it come from out here? I don't think so. Man, I got so many of these plastic buckets now. It's like every time I buy hooks for the pegboards, I end up with a shit ton of these plastic things. And I got an idea with these plastic. In case you haven't seen it, I like to hang my ferro rods up to dry. Usually I do it outside. But I can do it in here too. After I put the shellac on it, I hang it up in case it drips. But if I want to do it in here, and I got the fans going, I can hang it up and I can put some paper towel there. I need to do a couple more coats. What I really need to do is dip this. In case you haven't seen this yet, I showed it earlier. It's got the wormholes. And when I was turning it, it was 2 holes. But I went all the way to where it was 1 hole, but I kind of like it that way. I just need to coat it a couple more times tomorrow. That'll go up in my store. I'm gonna put 2 handles up with ferro rods on my store this weekend. And I've got to edit those videos of me making them. I will. Busy week. It's been a week of steady fun. How did I say that earlier? I should have wrote that down. A steady week of fun. And I'm still standing. I ain't falling over yet. This back is killing me, but I'm going steady. I'm having fun. Now I'm going to read these comments if I can see them. The bucket for the metal. Let me rest my back for a minute. Or a window latch. Screen door. Hey Joe, Joe's Outdoors. Awesome to see you, man. See here. It's daytime where you live. It's almost 10:30. It's been dark out a couple hours. Actually go to bed. Okay. Wormholes are cool. They give them handle character. Put a leather strap through the hole. Leather strap through the hole. You want to make a show. Bracket for the middle pole. Oh, SD Mountain Man couldn't see it. Desk drawer. I know what that clip's for. I swear I got more of them. Because I have clips like that for my candle shop. Cool. All right. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. That's right, I'm going to cut it. I haven't taken my night meds yet. And I think I covered everything. I might even pop up sometime just while I'm doing stuff, you know. I really like this camera. I hope you guys like it too. Fatwood Anonymous this Sunday. And you can swing by It'll be Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, wherever you're at. I usually run Fatwood Anonymous around 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll have more of this put together and swept up. So far, I've made a dent in it today, even though I was busy doing other things. And let me catch up on the chat here. I'm really glad to have this thing up and running and the pegboard. Next step is figuring out where to put the grinding wheels and figure out why my bandsaw doesn't like any blades that I'm getting for it. I got to get back to digging into that thing. Everyone have a good night. Awesome. How you going, Nathan? Please remember, do me a big favor tomorrow on my Fatwood Friday video. Go check out Off-Grid Adventure. He's going to make a really cool video about me tomorrow night. I appreciate that. I can't wait. I'm kind of nervous to see what he did. He makes really cool videos when he goes out and meets people. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for coming. And I think I'm all caught up. I hope I answered all your questions. And I'll see you on the tube and maybe this Sunday. Keep it burning, everyone. I'm going to go shut the computer off. I'll see you next time and have a happy Friday and a great weekend. Keep it burning, keep it turning, and keep on learning. We'll see you. Hey, guess what? The keyboard's in here. Sweet. Later, y'all.